To be honest, I didn't grow up here my whole life. I grew up here until about second grade, but up until that time, I loved it. And second grade, after second grade, at the end, I went to Lincoln until second grade, and then after that, we moved to Columbus, Ohio. And I went there to Grove City, and then from there, we moved to Hamilton Township, and I grew up there pretty much until I was 18. I went to Hamilton Township in 5th grade. That's when we left Grove City, and then after the middle of my junior year, I ended up having to move back to Springfield. But I mean, I did have a fortunate life. Like, I am very blessed. My family would say I'm very spoiled, and every man I've dated would say I'm very spoiled. But I didn't grow up like, with the best of the best. Like, my grandma lived on Southern and Grand. So that's like my stomping ground. That's like where I come from. I think it makes me very versatile because I feel like Ohio kind of collects a little bit of everybody. But I feel like I kind of feel like I should have lived on the West Coast. I got married at 20. We said vows, so I took that very deeply. So I didn't necessarily expect to be a single mother. We broke up living with my relatives, and then once we broke up, we were like up in Columbus, and once we broke up, I told him to bring me back to Springfield because I knew I had more support and more family in Springfield. But it was just like once I got in my first little apartment with me and my son, I didn't have anything. So it's challenging because that's not the setup that I had planned out in my head. So it was just like, it was an adjustment because I was alone and I hadn't been alone yet. I lived with my mom, and then from my mom, I lived with my grandparents, and then I moved out with my husband. I never lived by myself. We were married. I'd say probably only the first year or two we were really, in there married, but we were together on and off for 4 years. So I felt like everything had been taken from me but my voice. I felt like when I was about to turn like 25, I wasted so much time because I married him at 20, and I felt like I wasted so much time like on my music instead of pushing myself, and I just gave everything up kind of to just make myself a wife and a mom. That I was just like, if he wasn't gonna, step up as a man, then I was gonna have to let it go. And honestly, I started pushing like singing a lot then. That's when I started recording myself and put myself on Facebook singing, is when we broke up. Because that point was just like super hard for me. I just absolutely had nothing but just me and my baby. My son, definitely. He motivates me to keep going every day. He's such a bright kid, so I just want to give him the most advantages and the best future that he can possibly have. But it's like, he's a black man in America, so I'm trying to give him whatever leg up I can. You complete my galaxy, you're a star. I feel so close to you, even when you're far away. I just wanna take you in, deep into my senses, giving you moments you will cherish. Hold you close, be right under, just like a glass up on a coaster. I'm so glad you're mine. You must be what it feels like to have had it.